My name is Vruddhi and I cleared my NPTE exam in January 2024. So last year, 2023, I moved to the US um, in February, and I was searching for the mentorship for the NPTE exam and to start working in US. So uh, some of the students, or I can say my seniors, suggest me about some of the classes. Then one or two seniors were like, you can go with StudyBuddy, they are the best. They were so confident enough. I was like, if they are this much of they have this much of confidence about NPT, let me StudyBuddy. Let me start with the StudyBuddy. Then I called to first. They gave me the number, Ankit sir's number, and I contact with Ankit sir and asked how the system works and how about the mentorship and all. They gave me the brief introduction about it, and they told me about neuro also. Then I tried. Then I contacted with Mayank sir, and like the way he was saying that I'm pretty confident that you will pass the exam. Don't worry about anything. We are giving that much of information which you need for the exam. So the way they told me the whole thing, that gives me a more confident. So then I decided to start and go with the StudyBuddy course. So when I moved here, my first challenge was because I stopped studying. Like I graduated like almost 5 or 6 years ago. So starting again, everything was the first task for me, and like studying 5 to 6 hours continuously is bit difficult in starting, but after gradually like doing almost 2 to 3 weeks, I almost able to do 3 to 4 hours of continuous watching. First it was difficult to even continuously watch the videos, live lectures also, but then I was able to concentrate and read all the things. And then when they were saying that you should start reading or watch the videos first, and then you can start the lecture, you can join the live lecture, it will be easier. But it was difficult in the starting, of course. But then after a certain point, I just realized that live lectures are to understand the topics better, you have to go with the topic first of all in the daytime. So meanwhile, in the daytime, I was doing all the topics reading first, and then when I started watching the lectures, it was more helpful or understandable. So yes, that's how I started reading. Then gradually I started texting some students who was going for the exam, and then I had I made friends, and I had some students which were also going for the same batch. Then I asked about the mentorship also, and I joined Shree's mentorship. And then we started giving exam and all with TED. And but it was, for me, in starting it was difficult to understand where am I going wrong and what topics are more difficult for me. But then she told me that you should make a list of the topics. You should check first of all where you are going wrong in the exams. Then you have to see the things that am I like my topic is, if I'm not able to understand the topic, or whether I'm not able to understand the topic, or like I'm making mistakes in understanding the questions, right? Or am I not able to understand the um, the questions they asked, right? So um, starting I was not able to understand, like, what should I do, how can I, like, I was continuously reading and reading, but still having the same problem. Then when I started talking to other students, I understand that first of all I have to see that I was good with the topics, but I was not good with the questions they were asking about uh, their um, like elimination strategy and all. So then I started working on it, and gradually I have seen that my score is improving. And yeah, when I gave the PET exam, then like literally before 10 days, I felt like I'm not prepared enough. Like everyone feels the same way. Before 10 days, it's an anxiety. Then I was like, every third or fourth day I was calling to the Shri. I was talking to Ankit sir also, that what should I do? Should I go with the exam? Then they asked me about the score. Pete, retired Pete. I was like, this is my score. He was like, you should definitely go with the exam. You can do it. Don't worry. They told me that you have to be careful with the 5 hours only. No matter what, you won't forget anything in the exam. So just be confident and give the exam. And literally a day before, I was like, no, I don't want to go and I don't want to give the exam. I'm not prepared enough. But still, at the same time, my husband was like, you can do it. I'm there. No one's gonna say anything to you. So I was like, let's just go with it. And yeah, that's how I was able to give the exam and uh, uh, pass the exam. So there are a few tips I want to share with you. The first tip, when you start watching live lectures, first start with the basics, which you should know. Like if you are going with the shoulder anatomy, go with first, you should know the basic anatomy, and then go with the muscles and origin insertion and all the things. Then you can start watching the live lectures of biomechanics and all, which will be more understanding and helpful for you. The second tip is, whenever you feel you are very low and you are not feeling very confident enough, then reach out to the mentors and the teachers, uh, especially Ankit sir and Manik sir. They are very helpful. If you have even questions which you are not able to resolve, you can ask them too. They'll be helpful. So the tip number 3 is, if you are good with the concept, doesn't mean you will pass the exam, but also you have to check that if you have to solve the questions every day, at least 50 to 60 questions a day, and then you have to check that you are going wrong with the questions just because lacking of the concepts, or just because of the strategy of the questions. It's if you are lacking with the question strategies, then you have to check that why, because of the elimination or anticipation where you are going wrong. Then you are able to solve the questions most of the time. Then it will make easier for you, because now you are, when you know that you are able to understand the questions, then it will be easier for you when you are giving the exam. And fourth tip, when you are giving exam, you have to put the timer with it. Like if you are doing 50 questions daily, then it should be finished in an hour. Because if you are able to finish the 50 questions in a time, then you will manage to finish the questions in time in exam also. At least you get like 10 to 15 minutes for reviewing at that time, but you have to finish the questions in time. Yeah, I would like to thank to the whole StudyBuddy team, especially Ankit sir, Pooja ma'am, and Purvi ma'am also, and especially the Mayank sir. I mean, he has the best neuro videos and lectures. Um, And you you all guys can do it. If I can do it, you all can do it. So best of luck to everyone, and keep going. Whenever you feel low, you can reach out to the mentors or the teachers. All the best. Bye.